Good morning, dear student. Today I will explain you a new topic, that is development of female gametophyte. In previous lecture, we already studied the structure of ovary and detailed structure of anatropous ovule. Okay, so today our new topic is development of female gametophyte. Okay, this is our new topic. So here we are actually going to study about the megasporogenesis, right? That is called as megasporogenesis. Okay, so what do you mean by megasporogenesis? Genesis means production, or we can say that it is synthesis, right? And here megaspore, it means what do you mean by megasporogenesis? The formation or synthesis of a megaspore, right? So in proper way I can explain the proper definition of megasporogenesis is like that. The process of formation of what megaspore? How it's haploid megaspore, right? The process of formation of haploid megaspores from diploid megaspore mother cell. That is called an MMC, right? That is called a megaspore mother cell. By which division? By meiotic division. Is known as megasporogenesis. Okay. So what do you mean by actually the megasporogenesis? The process of formation. Okay, क्या फॉर्म होता है यहाँ पे? मेगास्पोर फॉर्म होता है. मेगास्पोर जेनेसिस मीन्स प्रोडक्शन और फॉर्मेशन, एंड मेगास्पोर यानी फॉर्मेशन ऑफ अ मेगास्पोर. अब ये कैसे होता है? फॉर्मेशन ऑफ अ मेगास्पोर, इट्स अ मेगास्पोर आर हैप्लॉइड इन नेचर. सो फॉर्मेशन ऑफ हैप्लॉइड मेगास्पोर फ्रॉम डिप्लॉइड megaspore mother cells by meiotic division is known as megasporogenesis. Okay, now we will see how the development of this female gametophyte occurs or takes place. Okay, the first one is that in young ovule, okay, single hypodermal cell is there that differentiated to form one of the archisporial cell. Okay, क्या होता है in young ovule? Now we are going to do this, how the development is occurs. Okay, so in young ovule, right, single hypodermal cells, okay, is differentiated and to form archisporial cells. Okay. Okay, inside the ovule, this process, the single hypodermal cells undergoes differentiation and to form a one archisporial cell. Now these cells, archiporial cells, are diploid in nature and this collectively known as nucellus. And you know what do you mean by nucellus, right? What do you mean by nucellus? Nucellus is nothing but the central part of ovule that made up of parenchymatous tissues, okay? And it generally contain a female gametophyte, or we can say that it's called as embryo sac, okay? So what will happen first here inside this processes occur inside the ovule, right? The single hypodermal cells differentiate to form one of the archisporial cells, and that archisporial cells are diploid, and these archiporial cells were collectively known as nucellus, okay? So at the maturity, what will happen here with the help of diagram I will explain you so you can understand very well. Okay, so here you see okay, here you can see this here, that is called as megaspore mother cell, and that are diploid in nature, okay? And you can see this one, this is called as nucellus. So ultimately nucellus, you know, it's made up of which cell? Parenchymatous cells, right? So this is nothing but the parenchymatous cells of nucellus. Okay, now you see at the maturity, okay, first they form a archisporial cells. After that, at the maturity, here next step, what will happen? One of these archisporial cells, okay, it's act as a megaspore mother cell, that is called as MMC. Okay, so here at maturity, one of the archisporial cells act as megaspore mother cells, okay? And this megaspore mother cells undergoes meiosis to form 4 haploid megaspore, and that process is known as megasporogenesis. Got it? क्या होता है यहाँ पे? Once the archisporial cells are formed, okay, so at the maturity of the cells, what will happen? One of these archisporial cells is act as a megaspore mother cells, right? And this megaspore mother cells undergoes meiotic division and to form a 4 haploid megaspore. So this process is known as megasporogenesis, or we can say that they form a haploid megaspores, okay? Or we can say, and these haploid megaspores, they are arranged in linear tetrads. These 4 megaspores, right, they are arranged in linear tetrads. Okay, how it's look like that I will tell you. See, just like, okay, so they are formed like that. Okay, that is called as linear tetrads of megaspore. That is called as linear tetrads of megaspore. Okay, they are arranged in linear way and they form a 4 haploid tetrads. 1, 2, 3, 4. They have form of 4 megaspores, right? They are haploid in nature and they are arranged in linear way. So that is called as these linear tetrads of megaspore. Okay, now what will happen next after this formation of linear tetrads? Okay, so here once they form a linear tetrads, okay, so out of this 4 haploid megaspores, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. These are a megaspore and all are haploid in nature. So out of this 4 megaspore, upper 3, you can see this one. Okay, this upper 3 gets degenerate. You can see this is, here I am writing, this upper 3 gets degenerate. Okay, so here what is the next step of that? Out of the 4 haploid megaspore, right? What will happen? You can see 1, 2, 3, upper 3, okay, towards the, this upper 3 is always a micropylene. It's always towards the micropylene, right? It's always towards micropylene. Okay, it's get degenerate. Okay, and you can see at this base of 4, 1 is left, at the base remains 1 is there and that remains functional, and it is a first cell of female gametophyte. Okay, so out of this 4, upper 3 gets degenerate. Okay, and you can see this 1. Okay, so that 1 at the base remains functional, and this is nothing but the first cell of female gametophyte. Okay, and this is nothing but the first cell of female gametophyte. Understood? Now this functional megaspore you can see over here, right? It enlarges and undergoes mitotic division. So I can say this 3 get degenerate. How it's look like that? After that it generates just like that. It's get degenerate, and below 1 you can see. Okay, so that is called as functional megaspore, and that is all called as degenerate megaspores. Okay, these are 3 in number and this is 1 in number. Fine. Okay, then this functional megaspores, you can see this functional megaspores, right? This one is enlarged, यानी बढ़ जाता है, enlarges and it undergoes mitosis division, mitosis, nuclear division. Okay, and to form or to produce two nuclei. Okay, and this two nuclei migrates. It migrates to opposite pole of the megaspore, right? So at each pole you can see nucleus divides twice. Here with the help of diagram I will show you. Okay, so here you can see that and this upward 3, this get degenerate, right? अब होता क्या है, you can see, and this is one, what is it? This is a functional megaspore. Okay, so here this functional megaspore enlarges. Here you can see the size of this megaspore is very small, so it enlarges, right? It enlarges size, increases their size. After that it undergoes mitotic nuclear division. Because of that mitotic nuclear, what will happen? Okay, what will happen next step? Here this is a functionals, they form a two nuclei, and that two nuclei is migrate to the opposite pole of megaspores. Understood? So your structure should be like that, and a degenerate one. Okay, so what is this? Is a degenerated megaspore, this one, and this one is functional megaspores. So in functional megaspore, what will, this is the first, this is the second step. So you can see here what will happen first. The functional megaspore enlarges its size. It undergoes which division? Mitotic nuclear division, and because of that division they form a two nuclei, but this two nuclei is migrate to the opposite pole of megaspore, right? Then these okay, now you can see at each pole nucleus divides twice. Okay, this is two poles are there, so at each pole this nucleus divides twice. Okay, if they divide twice, so what will happen? To form four nuclei. Okay, it means 4 at each pole. Okay, so with the help of diagram I will show you. You can see this is a vacuole. Sorry, I forget to draw it. Okay, then what will happen over here? You can see this is functional megaspore is there. Okay, first divides, they divides. Okay, then what will happen once they divide? How many times they divides? They divide twice. Once they divide, so they form two nuclei. Okay, again they divide, so they form four. You can see they form a 4 nuclei, and this 4 nuclei at each one end. Okay, 4 is this one, this end, and 1 is this end. Okay, so this functional megaspore enlarges gradually, slowly it goes on increasing. Okay, because of there is no space, so I am not able to draw a big diagram of that. Okay, I will draw here. Okay, you can see this is C. What will happen? It divides. This is nothing but a developing embryo, right? This is diagram C. Then what will happen? Here it also enlarges its size, and because of that, and it undergoes how many times of mitosis division? Twice. Okay, so divide, this nuclear division occurs twice. So because of that, what will happen? They form a 4 nuclei at each end of this developing embryo. Okay, 4 nuclei at this end and 4 nuclei at that end, right? So this, you can see, with the help of that, megaspore gradually enlarges and becomes 8 nucleated embryo sac. Right now, how many nuclei are present in this megaspore? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8 nuclei. So here, this functional megaspore enlarges gradually, okay, and it becomes how many nucleated? 8 nucleated embryo sac. Fine. So out of this, you can see these 2 nuclei. You can see these 2 nuclei, one from each pole, that is called a polar nuclei. It's migrate toward the center, alright, and fuse to form a diploid secondary nucleus. So next step of this, like that, okay. Okay, that is called as polar nuclei. Okay, and this is antipodal cell, and this one is egg, and this one you can see that is called as synergids. Okay, so you can see what will happen actually in that. So once this functional megaspores enlarges and it's become increases its size, so it's now you can see it is a 8 nucleated embryo sac. Okay, so here it's 3 nuclei. Okay, these 2 nuclei, one from each pole, from one is from this, one is from this. Okay, so how many nuclei? 1 and 2. These 2 nuclei, that is called one each from each pole, that is called a polar nuclei. It migrates toward the center, and you can see, okay, at the centers they fuse and to form a diploid polar secondary nucleus. Okay, this polar nucleus fuse at the center and they form, here I am writing so you will understand it very well. You can see these 2 nuclei, right? Now these 2 nuclei, what will happen? This one from each pole, and that is called as polar nuclei. Okay, what will happen? It's migrate to the center and here they fuse to form that is called as diploid secondary nucleus. Okay, now you can see this three nuclei at this chelazal end, okay, that form antipodal cells. This called as chelazal end, and while the three at a micropyle end, okay, they form a egg apparatus. This together is known as egg apparatus. What is synergis and eggs is known as egg apparatus. Till now you are getting, I think so. Okay, this is called as chelazal end and this is called as micropyle end. Okay, so one, if यहाँ से एक निकली, यहाँ से एक निकला न्यूक्लियर, ओके, यानी दो न्यूक्लियर कहाँ आएगा, सेंटर्ड में आएगा और वो फ्यूज हो जाएगा. ओके, दैट पोलर दे फॉर्म अ वन स्ट्रक्चर दैट इज कॉल्ड एज डिप्लॉइड सेकेंडरी न्यूक्लियस. अब बचा कहाँ, कितने यहाँ पे 1 2 3 1 2 3 3 here and micropyle end and 3 here is at chelazal end. Okay, so those three nuclei at this chelazal end that form antipodal cells, while other three you can see here, other three nuclei at the micropylar end, they form a egg apparatus. So out of this egg apparatus you can see one is at the center, okay, that is called as egg, and other two you can see here, that is called as synergids. Fine. So now this is all called as embryo sac, right? Now you can see the embryo sac is 7 celled, 1 2 3 4 5 6 or 7 cells. But how many nuclei are 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8? Okay, so now they form what they form? They form embryo sac, okay, is 7 celled and 8 nucleated. Okay, so that embryo has 7 cell and 8 nucleated is known as polygonum type. What is the nature of that embryo sac? It is known as polygonum type. Okay, why it is called as polygonum type of embryo sac? Because it has 7 cells and 8 nucleated. Okay, now you can see that, as I initially told you, megaspores, okay, are generally monosporic. Megaspores and monosporic is a female gametophyte developed from a single megaspores, right? So you can see like that the development of female gametophyte is always a monosporic and endosporic. As this point is already discussed with you all, what this megaspores, or you can see the development of female gametophyte is called monosporic and endosporic, right? So what do you mean by monosporic over here and what do you mean by endospermic over here? Okay, so monosporic, it means during the megasporogenesis, okay, during the process of development of female gametophyte, what will happen? This megaspore mother cells undergoes meiotic division, as we know that, okay, that is called as megasporogenesis, and they form 4 haploid megaspores, and that are arranged in a linear tetrads, okay, and out of this 4 megaspore, what will happen? You can see this upper 3 at towards the micropyle end. This is micropyle end, this is called as chelazal end. So upper 3 towards the micropyle ends get degenerate, and you can see one at this base, this one of the base remain functional. Okay, so lowermost functional megaspore, right? You can see this lowermost functional megaspore further form embryo sac, which is nothing but the female gametophyte. Embryo sac is nothing but a female gametophyte. Okay, that's why a female gametophyte developed from a single megaspore. Hence, it is called as monosporic. Why? Mono means single, sporic means megaspore. It from the female megaspore or embryo sac is developed from a single megaspore. That's why it is called as monosporic. Okay. Then second terminology we will see, that is called as endosporic. Okay. Or you can see the endosporic development of female gametophyte. Why it is so called? Okay. So you know that the female gametophyte develops within a wall. Okay. This is development occurs within a wall of, or we can say megasporangium, that is called as it occurs within the ovule. That's why it is called as endosporic. End means inside the spores, inside the ovule, right? So the development of female gametophyte developed within a wall or a membrane of ovule or megasporangium. That's why it is called as endosporic development. So finally you got it why it is called as, and it is generally occurs in angiosperm. Okay, you know that in some angiosperm it may be bisporic or it is also known as tetrasporic. मैंने कहा it is monosporic. Okay, generally it always a monosporic, but in few exceptions are there. The few examples are present in angiosperms. Sometimes it may be show bisporic or tetrasporic. Okay, what do you mean by bisporic? With the help of two megaspore, they form a embryo sac. With the help of 4 megaspore, they form a embryo sac. So they is called as tetraspores. Okay, so that is all about the female development of a female gametophyte. Okay, I will summarize this in summarize all this thing. The first in development of a female gametophyte. Okay, what will we see? We see the process of megasporogenesis, and we know that what do you mean by megasporogenesis? The process of formation of a what? Haploid megaspore from diploid megaspore mother cells by the process of meiotic division. This process is known as megasporogenesis, right? So what will happen in that process of megasporogenesis, or we can say the development of female gametophyte? So in young ovule, a single which cell? Hypodermal cells, okay, that differentiated to form a one archisporial cells, and these archisporial cells, you know, it's a diploid in nature, and this archisporial cells collectively known as nucellus. Okay, so at this maturity what will happen? One of these archisporial cells is act as a MMC, that is called as megaspore mother cells. Okay, and that megaspore mother cells undergoes meiotic division to form a 4 haploid megaspore, and that are arranged in a linear tetrads. Okay, so out of these 4 haploid megaspore, we can see these upper 3. Okay, so these upper 3 towards the micropyle ends get degenerated, and you can see the one at the base. Okay, it's remain functional. So you can see that it is a first cell of female gametophyte, right? Now this first cell, functional megaspores, is enlarges its size and it increases their size. Okay, then it undergoes mitotic nuclear division. Okay, and to produce 2 nuclei. This you can see, I will draw here. They form a 2 nuclei. You can see, right? Now this nuclei, it migrates towards the opposite pole of this megaspore. So at each pole, you can see this nucleus divides twice. Okay, and to form 4 nuclei, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 4 nuclei and 4 at each pole. So this functional megaspore, okay, you can see is gradually goes on increasing in size, and it's finally it's become a how many nucleated? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 nucleated embryo sac is there. So out of this 8 nucleus, what will happen? One nucleus from this micropyle end and one nucleus from this chalazal ends. It migrates in the center and to form a one structure that is called as diploid secondary nucleus. Okay, and you can see this two end, one is chalazal and one is micropyle here. So how many nuclei are left? 1, 2, 3. So these 3 nuclei at this chalazal end form antipodal cells, and these 3 nuclei at this micropyle end to form an egg apparatus, in which one is egg and other 2 is act as a synergids. Okay, so right now you can see that how many cells are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is become a one cell, right? So these are 7 cells are there, but how many nuclei are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 and 8. So its embryo sacs is 7 cell 8 nucleated. Right, now this 7 cells 8 nucleated embryo sacs is called as polygonum type of embryo sac. So development of female gametophyte in angiosperm is completely endosporic. Okay, why it is called as endosporic? Because it occurs within a megaspore. It occurs within a ovule, and it's completely monosporic. What do you mean by monosporic? It's mean female gametophyte developed from a single megaspore. Okay, but exceptions are always here. In some of this angiosperm, what will happen? It may be a bisporic or a tetrasporic. So that is all about this development of a female gametophyte. Thank you.